Welcome to a full playthrough of Relic Raiders. I have a setup here between Joe and Jordan. They played last week and I kind of took notes on the moves they made so we can recreate their game. And so I just set it up different to make it easier for recording. I have them both like next to each other instead of opposite sides. And then I also put these little tokens down below so you can see what actions they had available to them. So if you want to look and see what you would choose differently, you're more than welcome to. So Joe begins the game, and so we'll go to that first move for the first turn of the game. So on Joe's first turn, he's going to choose this climb card. And using the top action ability, this arrow points to the left, so it's going to wrap around to the swap action. So that'll be Joe's first action. So to swap, it can only be these two unlocked cards, so he's going to swap these two. And then he's going to remove the old locks and lock those freshly swapped cards. So that was his first action. Then he's going to use this move action here on the first card. He's going to move one to the right. And then he'll use his free move action for every turn, and he's going to move one more to the right. And then we'll remove the climb card. The sprint card will go in. And that'll be the end of Joe's first turn. So now Jordan's got the second turn. He is going to choose the warp card. And he is going to first use this rotate action from the bottom. And he's going to rotate this card that he's on. So we'll see how that didn't work very good. Okay, there we go. So he'll remove the previously locked cubes and lock this newly rotated one. He did. And then he's going to use his free move action. So he's going to move down one. And then he's going to use the top action, which will be to the left, the sprint action, and he's going to sprint just one spot to the right. So not maximizing it, but it gets him where he wants. So then Jordan will remove the warp card, move the sprint down to the right, and then add his move card into the tableau. And that's the end of Jordan's the second turn of the game. So on the third turn of the game, Joe is going to choose the swap card. But first he's going to use his free move action. He's going to move one over. Then he's going to use this jump action from the swap card. He's going to jump over this wall to the right. And then using the top action, pointing to the sprint, he's going to sprint to the relic and gain the relic. And so Jordan and Joe are playing the meta variant, the best 2 out of 3 they're going to play. And so Joe at this point chooses a spot to place the relic. He's up 1-0 in the relic game. And Joe has to place it on an outer edge corner. So really there's 2 spots available to him. Oh, 3. It has to be on the card without any player cubes. And so this spot, and this spot are available. And Joe is going to choose to place it there. And then he's going to take the swap card out. Put the climb card back in. And that's the end of Joe's turn, and now it goes to Jordan as they race to this relic in the new location. Jordan now, this is the fourth turn of the game. He's going to choose the move card. But first what he's going to do is he's going to use his free move action. He's going to move down 1. And then he's going to use the warp action off of the move card. And since there's no wall to the right, and then there's no wall on the opposite side here. He gets the warp right there. And he's going to forego this climb action. He can't take advantage of it now. So basically he ended up only taking 2 actions this turn. And so, let's see, that was the move card. So the climb card moves over. The warp card goes in. Down there. And that's the end of Jordan's turn. So this is the 5th turn of the game. And Joe decides he's going to choose the sprint card on the end here. And Joe's first action is he's going to take advantage of this rotate 2 times here. Let me zoom in. The rotate 2 times action. And so he's going to rotate both of these cards. So he's first going to rotate that one down. And he's going to rotate this direction. And then he's going to use his free move action. He's going to move up 1. And then using the top action, which points to the climb, he's going to climb over here. Now if he had a jump, he could have jumped over and got to the relic first, but there was not available to him. So that's the end of Joe's turn. So he's going to take the sprint card, move down the climb and warp, put a swap in. Oh, also these 2 become locked now. So we remove the previous one and we lock these 2. Jordan is taking the 6th turn of the game, and Jordan is going to choose the warp card. Now take note, Jordan could use his free action and just move and take the relic right now, but that immediately ends your turn. So he kind of wants to manipulate the board some more. So first he's going to use the rotate action, and he's going to rotate this upper card here. Not 100% sure why he's doing this. I can't remember if this pays off for him or not. So he's going to rotate that card, which unlocks these. This one becomes locked. And then using the upper action, which points to swap, he's going to swap this one and this one. Which locks these 2 now. And then he walks over and grabs the relic. So they're tied at 1 relic apiece. And Jordan decides to put the relic down in this corner. And so Jordan used the warp card, so he removes the warp card, the swap goes to the right, move goes in, warp down here. And that's the end of Jordan's turn. So on the 7th turn of the game, Joe is going to use the climb card. And he's going to use the move ability from the card to move up 1. He's going to use his free move action to move up 1 more. And then using the upper action, which points to the swap action, he's going to swap these 2 cards. A lot of swapping going on right now. And these 2 become locked. And that was the climb card, so Joe takes the climb card, these 2 go over, sprint goes in there, climb, and that's the end of Joe's turn. Okay, turn 8, Jordan is going to take the move card, and first he's going to use the climb action right here. So he's going to climb down over those 2 walls. And he's going to use the top action, which points to sprint, and he's going to sprint to the left until we get to that wall. And then he's going to use his free move action to move down 1. And then rotate it. Oops, he used the move action, so swap those out. And that's the end of Jordan's turn. Turn 9, Joe decides he's going to use the warp card. And what's interesting, he actually has a swap action, and his top action is a swap action too. And he is going to do that. He's going to swap twice. So first, he's going to swap the card he is on with the one with the relic. So those would lock. And then using the top action, he's gonna swap again, and he's gonna swap these two. Move this over a little bit. And then finally, using his free move action, he's gonna move up 1. So it's a pretty good double swap by Joe. So that takes out the warp card. His climb goes in. Oh, I realized I didn't switch the locks. Here we go. And that's the end of Joe's turn. Turn 10, Joe decides he is going to take the climb card, and he is going to use the top action, which points to the swap. And he's going to swap again. Lots of swapping. Straighten it out. So these two become locked. Then he's going to use the move action from the first card. Move down 1. And then he's going to use his free move action to move over to the right 1. So then we're going to swap out the move and the climb. And that's the end of Jordan's turn. So for the 11th turn of the game, Joe is going to use the swap card down here. And the first thing he's going to do is use the jump ability below. He's going to jump down over the single wall. Then he's going to use his free move action to move down 1. And then he's going to use his top action, which points over here to the sprint, and sprint to the left. So that was the swap card he used. So he's going to these two move down. And that's the end of Joe's turn. So Jordan takes the 12th turn of the game. I think he kind of sees things aren't looking good for him, but he is going to choose the sprint card here, and he's going to use the double rotate action. So first he's going to rotate this card, and I don't know if I've been demonstrating this correctly so far, but it's the last time we did that double rotate. Because technically the first rotate ends, and then so you're really only locking 1, and then you rotate the other card, and now that the second card that was rotated really ends up being the only one that's locked at the end of the turn. So there's the double rotate action. Then he's going to use his top action for this move down 1, and he's going to use his free move to move over 1 more. And let's see, Jordan, that was Jordan. He took this, so we're going to move these down, put the climb in, and that's the end of Jordan's turn. On turn 13 here, Joe is finally going to put Jordan out of his misery, so he is going to choose the climb card. He's going to, he really could do 3 moves here, but he's going to do the, this move, let's say, moves over to the left. He uses his top action to use this move here and get the relic. Thus ending the game on turn 13. And excellent game, Joe and Jordan. Appreciate it. I think we showed off a lot of the different combos that we can pull off in this game. And so I hope you folks enjoyed, and I hope you try out Relic Raiders. Thank you.